Now, what does that have to do with the African American community? That's where we have to turn to the Bible. We have to understand what the prophets of Israel has been telling us and been prophesying to prepare us for this day. And it's not going to be a long message, but it's very clear. Friends, I'm sitting down praying, and a voice from heaven speaks to me. Today, I have to tell you what the voice of heaven has said. Here is what the voice from heaven said. Are you ready? The voice of heaven said, Africa has the seed of Israel all throughout the continent. All throughout the continent. This was a surprise for me, friends, when I saw these clusters in Africa, when I start to hear the report. Friends, because of you, we distribute 1,000 books. And our people rejoicing, our people returning to the roots. We are starting to hear reports of revelation in Africa, of the Jewishness among the Lembas from Kenya, from the Igbos, from Madagascar. We're getting all of those reports, and God spoke to me before I even opened the scriptures. And he says to me, you know what this is happening? This is happening because the bride have an article of clothing in Africa, and unless Africa is ready, the bride cannot be ready. Remember, the bride is whole, the bride is full, and a major part of the house of Israel, what we scripture call Zera Israel, the seed of Israel, is right there, hidden in Africa. In a minute, you will understand what's happening in the United States of America. Tune in with me. Stay on this message right now. I need you to focus, because the revelation that I'm giving you today is not Rabbi Shapira. Heavens spoke to me. Heavens spoke to me, and he told me, change the plans for this Shabbat. Change everything for the Shabbat. Something supernatural is about to happen with Africa and with the African American community. Let me say it again. Something supernatural is about to happen with the African American community. I have given 1,400 messages. I never once address the African American community. But tonight, I am, because you have a very special invitation. Africa has a very special invitation. And the time is now. This is why we are seeing this revival. Look with me what it says. According to our sages, it says, according to Amos, chapter 9, verse 7. Check this out. I saw this verse. I was floored. It says, Israel, Israel, these northern tribes, Nikreu, they are called Cushim. Cushim. They call Cushim. The word Cushim comes from the word Cush. Cush is Ethiopia, or the area surrounding Ethiopia. And it says that Israel is likened, or they are called Cushim, as it is say. Cushim comes from the word black. As it is says, this is from the Talmud, quoting Amos chapter 9, verse 7, Alo kebnei Cushim atem li. You are Israel like the sons of the Cushim. You, Israel, are called Cushim. Why? Because the prophet is telling us that there is part of Israel. Let's call them the remnant. Let's call them those who have been scattered, who are like the Cushim. Now, when the prophets speak about them, he's not speaking about them in a favorable way. Why? Because they have been scattered. They have been gone. They are no longer there. Look at this. It says in Amos, to me, O Israelite, you are just like it's translated as Ethiopians, but it is not say Ethiopians. That's not what Hebrew Holy Tongue says. Let us not manipulate the Holy Tongue. It says Cushim, Atem libnei Israel. You are like the Cushim, declares the Lord. Why? Because Israel is there in the Cush. True, I brought Israel up from the land of Egypt, but also the Philistines from Kaftor and the Armenians from Kir. Okay? Israel, number one, make yourself the note. Israel has a name. And one of the names that Israel is called by is Cushim. Cushim is a generic name for anybody who is black